Welcome to the Songwriter Connection, the podcast that delves deep into the art and heart of songwriting. Each week, we gather around the dining room table to uncover the stories behind the songs. We invite you to join us on a journey to the creative minds of the songwriters who shape the melodies of our lives. From Nashville, Tennessee, here's your host, Dave Lenahan.
Well, this is really a special treat for me and for you too. A special show. We've got the women behind the lyrics. Who are they? What are they doing? What's it all about? We're going to find out. I'll tell you this. I'm kind of nervous. We got a film crew here. Alan and Dante are filming this as we go, and we'll tell you why. It's all coming up here on the Connection. So thank you for joining us. First of all, I got to tell you a story. I worked in country radio for 40 years, still doing a special little show called Nashville Connection. And a few years back in Nashville, there's something called the Country Radio Seminar, CRS, we always used to call it. And in this particular year, there was a big radio consultant. Radio consultants, by the way, in case you don't know, those are the guys that the big market stations pay so that when the ratings dip, they got somebody to blame, right? So this big consultant is talking to all these programmers from around the country, and he said, well, think of the music that you play, your playlist. Think of it as a salad, and in that salad, the leafy, meaty stuff are your Luke Bryans and your Jason Aldeans, right? And the ladies are the tomatoes. So you gotta really be careful where you place. You can't do too close together, things like that. And we're like, what? And I'll tell you what, I've been apologizing to ladies in country music ever since.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing, let me tell you. Uh-huh. But since then, things are getting a little bit better with people like, Lainey Wilson and Ella Langley and Megan Maroney, Kelsey Ballerini, Carly Pierce, and so many others. So many opportunities for women now in country music.
Wishing on those stars and following your heart, you'll make it there. Those bedtime stories, they left out this one thing. That little girl has got a deadline on her dreams. I guess I don't have all the time I used to think. Oh, I wanna break that glass ceiling.
Our guests today are breaking some ceilings, let me tell you. That lovely voice belongs to Texas singer Delany Ann. Delany, thank you. She's sitting to my right. We're here around the dining room table on the Songwriter Connection. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
well, we're just so glad to be here and grateful for you caring about the music.
Oh,
that's
man.
the best.
It's my life. Also on this show, I got to tell you, we've got Judy Paster, who's been on this. She's no stranger to this
Hello.
show. Judy, good to have you.
Good to have you.
Good
to be here.
Yeah, good to have Sarah Harralson and I wrote one on Zoom with Georgia not too long ago. That was
We've
nice.
written a couple songs together, Dave.
Yes, we have. And I'm looking forward to more. And so honored to have Wendy Moten, one of the great voices in this town. Wendy, good to have you here.
Thank you for having me today.
Your stories are amazing. How did y'all get together for Women Behind the Lyrics? First of all, tell us what it's all about.
Yeah, well, it is a documentary being filmed, as you can see with these cameras here, but your listeners can't quite see. So, our label, or Sarah and I are label mates, and so Synapse Publishing and Entertainment had this idea of a documentary about what it's like to be a woman in music.
I think that's so great.
And it's they really wanted to tell an honest story, not the glamour of it all, but what it's like putting on fake lashes in a gas station bathroom. And so it's been a really interesting journey, and the company kind of found us all and put us together. And what a risk that is, because musically sometimes you can put a lot of great people together, but it just might not work.
Yeah.
And I'm really grateful for everyone at this table, because luckily it has meshed really, really well, and it's been a beautiful friendship and journey so far. Yeah.
So it's kind of a reality show documentary that's going to be available, shooting right now. They're going to follow you on the road and stuff, right? Doing shows?
Yeah.
Where are you heading?
Yeah, this week we have a couple shows in Nashville doing a benefit with Strings for Hope, a wonderful organization.
I love that organization.
Yes, they employ female survivors of interpersonal violence, and they take recycled guitar strings, turn it into jewelry. So
Beautiful jewelry.
I love their cause. We're doing a benefit show with them tomorrow. We're playing at the Listening Room here in Nashville. Then
Love it.
we're heading to Arkansas for a radio visit before we go down to Texas for a couple shows, and ending it at the CMA of Texas Awards, where we're going to receive an award to end the tour. So
congratulations.
It's going to be a great time. Thank you.
And Delany, that's your stomping ground. You're from Texas?
Yes,
San Antonio?
it is. Yes. Yeah. Well, all my people are in Houston area, and our little family farm's kind of outside Houston. So,
I see.
Yeah.
And I read that by the age of 24, you had written over 300 songs.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's very interesting. That song that you just played, actually, Glass Ceiling, I wrote that right when I turned 23, ironically, about feeling like I was getting really old. And so, but yeah, that song's really special to me, so I'm really glad you played it.
And you guys are from all over. So we got you from Texas. Now, Judy, I know you're from the Philadelphia area. Eagles fan?
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Why say?
Could I not be right now?
Right. They're amazing.
Yes.
And you've had some great success. I remember Josie Award, 2021 for top
Americana Folk Artist of the Year.
You also won a Canadian
Dove Award. Or
yeah.
What are they called? I can't remember.
Yeah, they were called
Covenant Award.
Awards.
Covenant
Yes.
Award.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GMA.
You do so many cool things. And every time I open up the socials, Judy's down there doing something, singing and performing somewhere. She's absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Sarah, you have done some really cool things. You even wrote a children's book, right?
I did. A couple years ago, I released a children's book called Turtle Tears.
Wow.
I never expected to be a book author.
Yeah.
But it just so happened after I lost my mom really loved turtles. And I saw a story come on the news about turtles and butterflies and their symbiotic relationship where butterflies drink the tears, the salt from turtles, and I thought it would be a really cute idea for a children's book. So, yeah.
That's out there right now.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of philanthropic work too, don't you? In addition to writing songs and performing.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of those things.
I've been a volunteer with Musicians on Call since 2015, and since then I've been able to play music to over 19,000 hospital patients, and it's just such an important cause and a cause that's dear to me, and I feel like it helps me find my purpose as an artist and a songwriter, because you realize these are the people who really need music, and you see how music really heals.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, and so many times, in this industry, your ego builds, and it's hard to get past yourself sometimes. Yeah. But to give back to others, I love that you do that. So, congratulations. And you're from Knoxville, so on the other side of the state, from Memphis.
Yep.
It's so good to have Wendy.
Hello.
Moten. How are you, Wendy?
I'm doing amazing. I have to say, it's been a blessing being
yes,
with these
you are.
young women and their journeys. And, that's what I love the most, is that we come from so many different parts of United States, and I'm like the cousin that visits country, so I started writing a little bit more. I've been in Nashville 30 years, and
30 years,
I consider my career been a bunch of Forrest Gump moments, like amazing things that happened once, including infiltrating country music in my 50s.
In your 50s, yeah.
In my 50s is amazing, and I'm going to play the Opry again in 2 weeks, and that'll be my 36th appearance at the Grand Opry. Yeah. So that's a miracle. And then I got this documentary that I'm doing, and then there's, I play in New York and I sing jazz. So I'm my own version
all genres. I love that.
At least four. I'm my own version of Linda Ronstadt. That's what I like to say.
Wow.
Because she crossed at least 4 genres. So I've been enjoying that journey.
One of the hot tickets in this town is the Time Jumpers.
Yes.
There's this guy, Vince Gill, every now and then sits in, right? And you are a vocalist with that?
I have been a member of the Time Jumpers for 6 years.
Wow.
Thanks to Vince Gill.
Yeah.
I think he was feeling a little guilty when he was going off to the Eagles. Because he was a member for 13 years.
Yeah.
And so he brought me in there, and it was the best thing, one of the best things.
How much?
Because I get a chance to practice weekly. They're a Grammy-winning band, so it's like just an amazing moment
they are.
Be in great music, great musicianships once a week.
And some of those musicians played in the Judy Paster band.
Exactly.
Yes, the trio.
Yeah.
Joe Spivey and Brad Albin, bass player and fiddler. And and that's amazing too. It's been a real growth experience for me as a musician.
I watched you play at the City Winery with those guys.
Yes, you did.
Met Joe Spivey for the first time, and Joe played on one of my singles, Absolum. So he's just a really great guy and so gifted.
Actually, he played on Pave the
Way.
Way.
He did?
Yeah, our single.
Wow. You guys are going to sing that for us live here.
Yeah.
Without Joe, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
we'll imagine the fiddle in you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wendy, the other amazing thing, we watched you and adored you on The Voice.
Yes.
You're a runner-up. I think you should have won that year, just my opinion. But you were amazing on that show.
Thank you. Well, I'm sorry.
No, go
I
ahead.
have been doing, been in this game, 35 years. And this was post-COVID. So we all were trying to figure out if we were ever perform in front of an audience ever again.
Wow.
And I was like, Moten, what are you going to do when this opens back up? And I was like, I need TV. Then I was like, well, what kind of TV can you stomach? Because I'm from the generation where you don't talk about anything.
Yeah.
And everything is reality TV. So I said, I'm going to make a video. I didn't tell anyone. Nobody knew. I said, if they reject me, then I can live with the rejection alone. But if they accept me, then I know that's the path to take.
Yeah.
And I decided it helped me get back out as a solo recording artist, because I was a EMI artist in the 90s. And so that, dissipated a little bit, and I became background singer, toured with Julio Iglesias for 15 years, singing in 4 languages. And so doing The Voice got me back to being a solo artist again, because I need that exposure show. I treated it as if it were my television special every week.
Wow.
That was the mentality that I had. That it's my television special, and my 4 friends where they had the best seats in the house, and then I had the rest of the world.
Oh, Ben. What an experience. Huh?
It was amazing.
It opened up some doors, didn't it? Again.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Because the music industry tells you that, after you pass 29, it's over, or 25. And I was like, man, I need to know that I still got the good. So what
Yes,
better
you
way
do.
than figuring that out in front of 6 to 8 million people a week? Because if you can't figure it out then it may be time to give it up. But it didn't faze me at all. I enjoyed every moment of it.
Were nervous at all?
No,
No?
because because I've been in it for so long, I got this aerial view of the music industry,
Yeah.
and competition, and being spontaneous. A lot of gigs have to be spontaneous.
Yeah.
You get paid to be spontaneous,
You
and
do,
you better
don't
be
you?
right. So it was just I did it for 3 reasons. Not only survival, but I wanted to make sure I was competitive. Does it still matter?
Yeah.
I wanted to know if there were people that love what I have to offer, classic singing. And number 3, I wanted to be an activist for people over 50 that say we still have value and we still have dreams. And,
You're my hero.
And, and so that's why, and I figured all those things out. I got the answers I needed. And then, so
Look
there's
at you.
been amazing opportunities keep
Look at you
popping
now.
up.
So how'd you hook up with these lovely ladies?
Because I got this phone call. Actually, it was Paul Worley.
Paul Worley. Wow.
Paul Worley, the producer who produced Lady A and
Yeah.
Dixie Chicks and Martina McBride.
Who you also toured with,
I
right?
toured with Martina 2014 to 2016, and now we're best friends.
Yeah?
So we,
Always loved her.
I love her too. She's a sweetheart. And so he called me and was like, hey, I heard there's, there may be a great opportunity here. You can check it out. They're making this independent documentary, and he connected me to Doris, and Doris and I spoke. And I was like,
From
you know
Synapse,
what?
the publishing
From
company,
Synapse,
right?
Yeah.
yes. And I was like, you know what? I do want to tell my story. And this may be a great opportunity to share, my life story.
How about that?
Yes.
So how did it start? Did he just put you in a room and go, hey, meet someone? Or did you know each
Pretty
other?
much.
Well, Wendy and I knew each other.
Yeah.
From the
Yeah.
time jump.
Yeah,
That's-
through the Time Jumpers
Right.
and Third and Lindsley.
Sarah and I knew each other.
right.
through the
Oh,
label.
okay.
And then Sarah and I knew of each other.
Yeah, I don't think we had met in person at that point.
Right.
But
It's a small town.
Yeah.
It's a small
Right.
big town. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we all we got together to write Pave the Way, and we were like, oh, we like each other. We really liked each other,
Yeah.
and
That's
we
good.
were good writers together.
Chemistry is there right away, huh?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. It's not like a competition. It's really
Sometimes in our writing room it doesn't work. You just sit around doing a lot of co-staring
Yeah.
and trying to come up with something. But it worked right away for you guys.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
So was the first song Pave the Way? Was
Yeah.
Was that kind of like your title song? The one
In
that,
a way, it's like the
Yeah.
theme.
The
Yes,
theme. That's
the
what I meant.
theme.
Theme song. Yes. Thank you.
And we wrote our own verses, which makes
Yeah.
it even more personable.
yeah. So we
wow.
each sing a verse.
And I understand you are prepared to sing that for us live around this
We
Duncan
are.
Fife dining room table, if you'd like to do on the Songwriter Connection. You want to do that for us? Tell us about the writing of it, though, first. And so you all did a verse. And who had the idea? Tell us how the idea evolved.
I came in with the idea of
Delany.
writing a song about the women that came before us and how they paved the way.
Yeah.
And it kind of just clicked that we should each tell our own story about the women that paved the way for
that's
us.
great.
Right.
And then we each kind of individually, but it was a very mutual collaboration, which you as a songwriter understand that that's not always the case. This felt very collaborative and beautiful. That it wasn't, one person, hey, let's do this. It felt very, we were all on the same page. It was awesome.
I think we all come from
Sarah.
different backgrounds and different generations, but the one thing that we can definitely relate is, it can be a struggle being a woman in the music industry.
Well, you have to do it all, right? I mean,
Yeah.
today you have to be an artist, the promotion, you have to do everything.
You have
Writer,
to do it
singer,
all.
songwriter, yeah.
And things are a lot, better for women over time, but, we're still out here trying to pave the way for, women that come after us for future generations.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. And
Very
definitely
much
wanted to have a positive spin as well of like thanking these women that came before us and did such an amazing job. And, in my verse, I talk about Tammy and Dolly and Faith Hill and just these incredible women that have inspired us. So it's an honor to sing this song together as women about all these amazing women that came before us.
Delany's going to play that beautiful hummingbird guitar. Ooh, yeah, let's hear it.
All right.
When I heard her sweet voice far away in the distance, I knew I'd never be the same. Her voice touched my soul and changed it forever, and I thank God that she paved the way. The women before me and the women behind, living on 3 chords and the truth. It ain't easy some days, we're still paving the way.
Yeah.
When I was a child, I wrote some sweet love songs. I played the guitar and I sang with all of my heart and all of my soul. I thank God she paved the way. The women before me and the women behind, living on 3 chords and the truth. We tell the same story, we fight the same fights. There's nothing a woman can't do. It ain't easy some days, but we're still paving the way. When I couldn't sleep, my mama would sing Tammy and Dolly and Faith. I found a guitar, I started singing in bars. Now I thank God she paved the way. The women before me and the women behind, living on 3 chords and the truth. We tell the same story, we fight the same fights. There's nothing a woman can't do. It ain't easy some days, but we're still paving the way. It wasn't the radio, I found her in liner notes. She spoke up, never played it safe. They tried to move her out, but like her I'll stand my ground. I thank God that she paved the way.
Ladies, beautiful.
Thank you.
Delany Ann, Wendy Moten, Sarah Harralson, and Judy Paster.
Thank you.
Judy, I one of the stories about you that I will never forget. You're playing at the 12 Keys one day, and you debuted this song about the picture on the wall.
Yes.
And Megan, your husband, says, "You got to see this. This is really this is a painting."
Did he start passing the picture around?
Yes, and we were all amazed. So you were inspired by this picture that your parents owned. Can you tell that story real quick?
Sure. So they purchased, it was their first purchase together, supposedly is how my mom tells it, like a big purchase. And I was a baby, so I had no clue. And they hung it up, and I literally crawled around under this painting. And the painting is a girl sitting on a couch with long hair and like a shawl wrapped around her shoulders, playing a guitar and kind of like looking down in it lovingly. And I mean, I asked for guitar lessons when I was 8 years old, and then here we are today. And I was sharing with Megan, my husband, that I grew up to be the picture on the wall, and he said, you really need to write that. And I had a write, the next write was with Greg Wilson, and we wrote that song. And so
Greg's a great writer. Been on the show a couple times. Love that guy. And Sarah, you started writing at a very young age. What, 10 years old?
I did. I was about 10 years old, and I was just drawn to songwriting and music right away. My granddad was a bluegrass musician, so I was always around music growing up. But my parents split at a young age. My siblings are much older than me, so growing up, it was kind of like I was an only child. So I just found music as a way to get my feelings out.
And you play different instruments, right? You multi-instrumental?
Yeah, my first instrument was piano. My mom had me do piano lessons, and then I taught myself guitar. So
that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I have my granddad's accordion, but I don't play it much because it's so heavy.
Oh, yeah. That's heavy. Yeah. Absolutely. Knoxville, Sarah, and then Wendy's from Memphis. We are talking about different sides of the states, and almost, I mean, it might as well be different sides of the world musically, doesn't it? Isn't it, Wendy? It's very different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's different. You know, that's what's great about the whole state of Tennessee. There's something different from east to west, west to east. And I love the fact that I have a music career in Nashville because Memphis is my foundation.
Yeah. They say you can take the girl out of Memphis, but you can't take the Memphis out of the girl.
You cannot.
You cannot. Right?
It's all in my veins.
Well, and to brag on Wendy, she was recently inducted into
the Memphis Music Hall of Fame last week.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. I got a brass note on Beale Street too.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. I read about that.
Yes.
That's big time.
I love that too. I thank my city for that. And I'm in love with Nashville too.
Yeah.
So I just have the best of both worlds.
Yes. Yes, you do. Wow. Nashville right in the middle. Knoxville.
Yes.
Memphis. There you go. East to west. Yeah. And Delany, you started, it was here in Texas, Texas artist. And that's like a whole new country. They got their own charts and everything. Might as well be its own country.
Yes, you sound like most of my family right now, actually. No, I was born in Texas, and all my family's there. I'm actually an 8th generation Texan, so it's a lot. I know, it's a lot.
8th generation.
It's a lot of people. And it's its own scene right now. It's really
so big.
I love the music coming out of Texas. It's it's funny, it's its own subgenre. And
it is.
There's more crossover with Nashville than a lot of people in Texas would like to believe, but it's I'm very grateful for both, and Texas has been really, really good to me.
Has it been? Did you spend some time in Austin? Because that's a big music capital there.
Yeah, I'm about an hour from Austin, and I actually write there a lot.
Do you really?
There's a lot more songwriting there, so it's been good.
And a lot of people share residence from Austin to Nashville and back and forth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes you can't get all the paying gigs in Nashville.
Yes. No, Texas has been good for that. There's a lot of great live shows happening all the time. It's been great.
That's fantastic. Yeah. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to listen to some of this. You've got an EP out from the soundtrack and the documentary. So we're going to play some of these songs that you guys have recorded. Where'd you record at?
Oh, at my home recording studio called
Wendy's.
White Rock Records.
Okay.
And it's in Spring Hill, Tennessee.
You had a pretty notable producer, didn't you?
Oh, Dale.
Yes,
Dale
Penner.
Dale Penner.
Got a shout out to Dale Penner.
That's right.
Nickelback and a bunch of others.
That's right.
He's got some great credits. He's a really incredible producer, and we love working with him because he really takes his time to understand the vision, and he
and that's so important, a producer. You felt he pulled it out of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Got you in the
Put
right
it all
place.
together.
Good. We'll check it out right after this. Don't go away.
You're listening to the Songwriter Connection with Dave Linehan. Find us on Facebook and YouTube at the Songwriter Connection Podcast. And find Dave at thedaveconnection.com. Now back to the show with your host, Dave Linehan.
We've been working hard on that daveconnection.com. There are links to not only this show, but the radio show and some of my music videos, things like that. Hope you check it out. If you're listening on YouTube, I know we're not a video podcast, but like today we are. In fact, we must Dante. Honored to be part of the video. Alan over here. But just click like and subscribe, if you will. It helps us more than you ever know as we approach 3 million streams, which is
Amazing.
I can't even imagine. So, but thank you for that and for spreading the word. We're talking about the women behind the lyrics, which is going to be this documentary, reality kind of documentary, following these ladies around and showing you what's all. It's not all glamour, is it? Is it?
No.
A resounding no.
A resounding no. Like, are you kidding? Did you really ask me that? Tell me what a typical, day is for you.
Oh, man.
Delany.
I mean, I think something that I love about what we get to do in music is that every day is so different.
It is, isn't it?
It's incredible. Some
There's
days
no typical day.
It's a writing session, it's recording, it's playing a show. Sometimes, it's playing a corporate gig. I mean, you just every single day is so different. And then it's down to the social media of it all and the admin work and the sending the emails and the things that,
It's got to do.
people don't see. So, I'm just grateful to do it in any capacity. So,
Yeah. You enjoy doing all of that. What's the hardest part, sir? What do you think?
I think it's hard just managing and prioritizing everything, especially, you mentioned earlier as an artist, especially independent artists, you kind of have to juggle it all.
You do, don't you?
You have to be the songwriter, the artist, the person that drives yourself to the gig sometimes, the person that books your gig sometimes.
the roadie.
The roadie.
Loading the gear.
Your own social
I always thought
media
that was the
person.
hardest part of the gig, is loading and unloading the gear.
Yeah.
Playing is the fun part, right? Yeah. And the road that's not fun, is it, Wendy? Is it road?
Oh, well, for me it is.
Is it?
I must have been a gypsy in another day because I love the road.
Do you?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Plane, trains, automobiles. That's what I'm
yeah.
doing. Yeah.
Got to make a movie about that.
I need to. But, sleepless nights. Like, I was texting the girls. I don't know what time I text y'all. About 5 in the morning. I finally got to sleep. Because I have to multitask,
Yeah.
So I got,
You do.
sometimes, like, I knew this is a priority, but also there was a recording session I had to do at the house. And then there's music that I have to learn for something else. So you don't necessarily get enough sleep. And Delany was like, I can't believe that you're, like, up. I'm like,
That you're here.
Yeah.
And I'll, sleep in, I don't know, the 18th.
Yeah.
That's when I'll get some sleep.
You got to plan it out, right? Are you sleep
5 days
deprived,
later.
Judy? Are you?
I am, yes.
All the
I'm
time?
always, not all the time, but pretty sleep deprived.
Yeah. You play late nights, right? And-
Play late, but also sometimes you just can't sleep,
Yeah.
And you've got all this stuff on your mind.
Yeah, that's just, you won't turn it off, right? Just some of those sleepless night, just lyrics start to come to you, Delany?
Oh, yeah.
Wendy's like,
Of course.
oh, yeah. You make the best of it, don't you?
I mean, the voice memos that are at 2 a.m., I'm not saying they're good, but they exist.
Yeah.
They're there.
I got this idea.
Yeah, they're usually far worse in the morning, though. You listen back and it's like, and you're like, what is that?
Yeah.
What
I can't
was
even
it?
understand what I just said.
I know, but
Yeah, that
they feel
happens.
very inspired in the moment.
But you got to get it in the memo, because if you fall asleep, forget it.
You've lost
It's
it.
gone.
It's happened to me. And so I force myself to get up. Betty go, where you going? I say,
It's there. I
put
have
some
to do
lyrics
it.
down.
You have to.
You have to. It's just a part of the job.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, let's dig into your EP. What I've heard, I just absolutely love. Wendy, you got a song called "You Are Worthy," and you wrote that.
Yes.
It's got that special Wendy Moten feel. I mean, I just love it. Tell us about that song.
Well, I wrote it with the songwriter. Her name's Faith, and I call her Faith C.
Faith C.
The C.
The C.
But she actually started the song off, and I came up with the second verse, and the hook was so strong. It's very haunting. And I had to perform it the other night. I did something for Tennessee Tourism, and I performed it. And people were like, I felt like you put me in a trance. I'm like, good. I want to make that listener.
Wanted.
Yeah, you want them to just tune in and you become the muse. And so it's a song that people have been able to relate to, and it just, I don't know, people just been able to relate to it, which is great. And I like to bring the blood pressure down.
Should we put people in a trance right now? Play a
Yes.
little bit of that song. Let's play the whole thing, by golly. Let's do it.
Are as beautiful as heaven touching earth. Your spirit is ethereal. I hope you know your worth. You feel you're in a desert, but I see your strength to build a house into a home and flourish through the pain. 'Cause you are worthy. You're worthy. Oh, you're worthy. Yes, you are. There's no denying your truth or the path that you've come. Your soul within you cries out. There's more work to be done. I know there's times when you feel like you just can't go on, but you are mighty, oh so mighty, like the words in this song. 'Cause you are worthy. Oh, you're worthy. Yes, you're worthy. Yes, you are. In the stillness of the night, no, you don't have to fight no more. No more. 'Cause you're worthy. You're worthy. Yes, you're worthy. Yes, you are. You're worthy. Oh, you're worthy. You're worthy. Yes, you are. Yeah.
Oh, my. Wendy Moten out front on that one there. The women behind the lyrics we're doing on the Songwriter Connection. Great song. Great message, Wendy.
Thank you.
I think everybody needs to hear that they are worthy.
Yes, and all the girls, we're all singing a chorus. They're in singing the
You're all in
chorus
there.
with us. Yeah, we're all in it together.
Thanks for mentioning that.
Thank you.
Awesome. I'm just going to write down. We're going to just listen to a lot of these. The next one, The Ride, you did that on my podcast before, Judy.
I think so.
That's a cool song. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, it's just a fun song but it also has a deeper meaning of, I guess, the ride of life to me. And it's all about doing the next right thing and doing the best you can and faith and, positivity.
Yeah.
And that's what for me, that's what that song is about.
Another great message from,
Yeah.
from the women behind the lyrics.
Yeah.
Who'd you write this one with?
Kelly Johnson.
Kelly Johnson. So let's give a listen on the Songwriter Connection.
Open road, a beat up hand me down heart and a gypsy soul. I'm leaving to today. Living a dream with a traveling band, running on caffeine and fumes in a Chevy van. I'm on my way from here to there. I've been pretty good, you know, and I don't mind if this is far as I go. Here comes the sun, kissing the sky. The wind has been a friend of mine. Still so much I don't know. These things I can't count on. I'll just take my time. It's all about the ride. It's all about the ride. I've had my share of ups and downs. This old heart of mine keeps holding on. I've got faith that's strong. Maybe one day I'll settle down, grow roots of my own. Until then, I'll carry on. Here comes the sun, kissing the sky. The wind has been a friend of mine. Still so much I don't know. These things I can't count on. I'll just take my time. It's all about the ride. It's all about the ride. I'll just sing my songs and keep moving on, moving on. Here comes the sun, kissing the sky. The wind has been a friend of mine. Still so much I don't know. These things I can't count on. I'll just take my time. It's all about the ride. 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 It's all about the ride.
Wow, what a ride it's going to be. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The women behind the lyrics. We've got Judy and Sarah and Wendy and Delany Ann with us around the dining room table. It was kind of a live version of that because you were singing along with the record.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Thank you.
Judy, recently I saw you perform at the City Winery with your band.
Yes.
And I've known you for a lot of years. And I'm just watching that show and feeling that I've really watched you take your whole musical journey to a whole new level. You just are really
Thank you.
finding yourself, aren't you? You must be having a blast.
I am having a blast.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the road is long sometimes.
It
and,
is.
You know,
Yeah.
there's valleys and mountaintops, but it's good.
Yeah, it is. Awesome. Well, good for you.
Thank you.
The next song on this CD is from Sarah. And you put yourself in my boots. And this goes along with that philanthropic attitude that you have and passion that you have. Tell us about the writing of this song. And by the way, as we're playing these songs, it's all four of them on this record. So yeah, tell us about that, Sarah.
So I actually wrote Put Yourself in My Boots a few years ago. And
Did you?
when we were creating the compilation album, we had already recorded, I think, Pave the Way and You Are Worthy. So we were trying to figure out other songs, individual songs of ours that would fit on this compilation album that had a message of, you know, empowering women and along those lines. And when I wrote Put Yourself in My Boots, it wasn't specifically targeted towards, you know, putting yourself in women's boots, although you could take it from that perspective. But it was more like, you know, as humans, It's just good to realize when you pass someone on the street, maybe they're not going through the same thing as you. And I think, especially today with social media and everything, we're so quick to react to people. So it's just a reminder to kind of take a pause. Remember that, if someone's going through something or they're angry, maybe it's because something's going on in their life. So just put yourself in their shoes or boots or whatever kind of shoe they wear. And I recorded this this April at the Owl here in Nashville, and I got to give a shout out to my husband Andrew Kugler. He drummed on it, and a lot of the songs on our EP. So.
I love it. Well, let's listen to it.
Share the same roots. You're kind of a problem, ain't the kind I've been through. I've dug all day for a little more change. Does a little more change mean much to you? Put yourself in my boots. Haven't always had it as easy as you. I walk in different dirt. I ain't saying your pain don't hurt, but you might get me. Put yourself in my boots. I'm sure it's nice when you're wearing those shoes, but the marks on mine show my whole truth. Yours last a day, but mine lasts a lifetime. Can't help what you're giving, but you can choose to put yourself in my boots. Heaven always had it as easy as you. I walk in different dirt. I ain't saying your pain don't hurt, but you might get me if you put yourself in my boots. Are you willing to put yourself in my boots? Haven't always had it as easy as you. I walk in different dirt. I ain't saying your pain don't hurt, but you might get me if you put yourself in my boots. Put yourself in my
Y'all look like you're having such a wonderful time together.
Great.
Oh my.
We just genuinely like each other's music.
Yeah, we like
You can tell. You can tell there's chemistry there. Yeah. Absolutely. I love what you're doing. Absolutely. Fantastic. And you're about to take it on the road, and we're going to be able to watch this this documentary coming up, and they're filming right now. In fact, filming today around the dining room table. Thank you for that, by the way. Yes. When I first heard this next song, I was like, oh my God, who is singing this? Delany, your voice is so unique and so country. I just love what you do.
That's so kind. Thank you.
And so when I see, Wish You Were Here, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, the rock capital of the world, as they say. And so the first thing I think is Pink Floyd's,
Yes.
I mean, it's just a cover, but it's not. This is an amazing song.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me about it in the writing.
Yeah, so I wrote this one while my husband was deployed for 10 months. And
Wow. Where was he at?
He was in the Baltics.
In the Baltics.
So kind of when things were happening over there. Yeah, he was sent over there.
What's his name?
My husband, Ross.
Ross.
Yeah,
Thank
Ross.
you for your service, Ross.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate
No,
you.
he's the best in every way. So he, we did that time apart, and I spent a lot of time on the road during that time, and he was able to go see different parts of the world as well while he was over there during time off, and I kind of we've only been married at that point maybe a year and a half or so. So it was
be so hard.
Yeah, it was definitely a difficult experience, and kind of had this first line came to me of, I thought when you saw the world, it would be next to me. And I was kind of seeing different parts of the country on the road at the same time. So I kind of just wrote this about, man, this moment would be so much better if you were here. I wish you were here.
Wow. Well, here it is. Part of the Women Behind the Lyrics CD. And it's going to be a documentary. Listen to this voice. My goodness.
Don't mean to sound ungrateful. I don't want to cause a scene. I thought when you saw the world, it would be right next to me. I wish you were here. And I know the life I've chosen, I know it's worth its weight. I'm staring at the postcard you sent me today. I wish you were here. We watched God paint the sky and turn it all red. Now I close the window and sleep on your side of the bed. I'm counting down the days and holding back the tears. But I just wish you were here.
Is that Joe Spivey? No? It is?
Yeah.
Sleeping in your sweatshirt so you feel less far away. That postcard on the fridge, it taunts me in the cruelest way. I wish you were here. We watched God paint the sky and turn it all red. Now I close the window and sleep on your side of the bed. I'm counting down the days and holding back the tears. 'Cause I just wish you were here. I'd rather miss you than not have you at all. Lord knows what I give for 5 minutes in your arms. My sunrise is your sunset. I haven't got the hang of missing you yet. We watch God paint the sky and turn it all red. Now I close the window and sleep on your side of the bed. I'm counting down the days and praying through the fear. But I just wish you were here. I just wish you were here. I just wish you were here.
Great song.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So many. Yeah, now that's a solo write too, not a co-write.
Yes,
We do a lot of
yeah.
co-writing in Nashville, but you wrote that all by yourself.
Yeah, I love to co-write, but sometimes the best ones just come out in
Sometimes.
that moment, and you're
Yeah.
like, there is no one here to write this with,
And sometimes there's songs that only you can write.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Completely.
And it's packed with so many great lines. Watching God paint the sky.
Thank you.
And what was the one about, happy to hold, I'd rather miss you than to not have you at all.
Yeah, I'd
Oh,
rather
my-
miss you than not have you at all. Yeah,
that's-
thank you.
Cut my heart
Well,
out.
thank you. Yeah, that one's really special, and honestly, it was really, really hard to sing while he was gone. And
I'll bet.
now that he's home,
Tears?
it was tough. But now that he's home, I'm like, listen to this song.
Oh, my goodness.
So
So, ladies, when this is all said and done, and it's streaming out there, and it's a big success like we know it's going to be, what do you hope that everybody's going to take from it?
I always just hope people take what they need from it. Of course, as females, maybe they are in the music industry and just maybe it gives them confidence to go on their path their own way. Or even just women in general, just to have confidence or just to know that they're not alone in some of the struggles that we face. And especially a lot of these messages, as humans, I think it shows that we're worthy. We all face struggles. So
Yeah.
I think it just helps unite us together. It shows 4 women from different backgrounds coming together. And I think it shows the world like we can come together and find something to relate on.
I think that's incredible, Sarah. And Judy, it goes beyond just music, doesn't it?
Definitely. We've got friendship. And so that's really been like the heart of it. I think if we didn't have the connection that the 4 of us have, we'd kind of be like, not that great.
It's another thing.
But it's really great. I mean, especially like there is something, no offense to all the guys out there, but there's something about like female friendship, that when you have it, it's
Love
like,
it.
it's good.
And
It's real.
I think it's beautiful to have something I've learned through this journey is just, the lack of competition that's happening here between us has been absolutely beautiful, in seeing like there are ways that Judy shines that I do not, and like just we all have these strengths, and that when we come together in those, it is so much more powerful and beautiful, lifting each other up than comparison or these things that we can easily get caught in today's age.
The thing the saying I always heard was all boats rise with the tide.
Yes.
And you all have your each individual gifts in, and you put them all together. Pow.
But also, I would just say that that's like something that happened organically.
Yes.
So just like thankful to God that because I don't think that it always does, you know?
Right.
And
Yeah.
That's neat.
Let me ask you this: in filming a documentary, Wendy, is it hard sometimes to ignore that camera?
No.
Are you always conscious of it?
No, because that's just the era we live in.
Yeah.
When they created cell phones.
Yeah.
Because they're all younger. You and I remember when we didn't have cell phones. We
Absolutely.
have 10 cents.
Yeah.
So they're used to like being documented all the time.
Yeah.
And so I'm used to it too.
Used to it now.
Yeah.
You get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to take it on the road, and this camera crew is going to follow you, and it's something that we can look forward to. Women Behind the Lyrics is going to be streaming everywhere. The music is out there right now. I hope you get your own CD. I got mine. Thank you so much for my CD. Signed and autographed by the Women Behind the Lyrics. So I can't thank you enough. Judy Paster, my good friend.
Yes.
Sarah, my new friend. Love you, girl. Wendy, such an honor to meet you.
Pleasure
And
meeting
I'm
you.
so glad that you're
Thank
here.
you.
And Delany Ann, I adore you.
Thank
You're
you
amazing.
for having us. And if y'all would take the time to follow on social media,
Please do.
anyone out there listening, at Women Behind the Lyrics.
At Women Behind the
And
Lyrics.
on there, you can also find our individual pages. So we would love to
Yes.
connect
We need
there.
you.
It's a great website, and you've got a little trailer there that's running about the video
Yes.
in the movie. So please check that out, folks. Please do. And thank you for listening. I appreciate you joining us on the Songwriter Connection, as I always say, right on WRITE. Catch you next time.
We hope you enjoyed this intimate glimpse into the world of songwriting and found inspiration in the stories shared by our talented guests. Remember, the magic of music lies not only in the notes and chords, but in the emotions and experiences woven into every lyric. Until next time, keep listening, keep creating, and keep the melodies alive.